Alright, it's Choco Pie again, baby. Back at you. See, I have like a fish brain, so I gotta hurry up and get it out before I forget. So we're talking about Korea, right? And the situation going down there. But we're gonna take a couple different turns. You know what's funny in this world, man? Right now, it was about Ukraine not too long ago, and it's still about Ukraine, us Americans, funneling so much money that we need even in our own country to help our own people. And we got that going on. But you remember not too long back to that homeboy that we're no longer friends, unfortunately, but he was from Myanmar, and I was worried about him. He went down to his country to support his country, and dude, the government took over their country. You remember people were protesting and saying, but now just swept under the rug, And then Haiti, complete government collapse. People were like, oh, help Haiti, help Haiti. Like, I just want to point out something, that hopefully I'm not the only one. There's so many bad things going on in the world, man, and it sucks, and it's depressing, and it's screwing with our young generation's mind because of the internet. Like, it used to be, like I said at one time on another vlog, it used to be you only know what's going on in your neck of the woods, your neighborhood, your small bubble, and that was already stressful enough. Now, because of the internet, which is also a blessing, but a big curse, more stress, more anxiety, because we hear about things all over now. Now, yes, there was newspaper and stuff, but no, come on, man. If you were like me, a millennial growing up, like, dude, we were riding bikes. We didn't know what was happening halfway across the country, man. Like, once in a while, our parents might know because they like to keep track of stuff like that. But we didn't know. We just lived our life, had fun. I feel bad for the youth, man. Like, there's so much stress. And you know what? In our parents' generation, a little cold-blooded, they say, what's depression? What's anxiety? Because they're on survival mode, right? And you're on survival mode, you don't have time for that stuff. Now, as far as America, I can only speak for America because I live in America. Now, there's people suffering in America. So everything I say, there can always be an opposite, right? I understand that. But how I grew up and what I can attest for myself is just, man, we are very blessed, But also, we didn't have to worry about things that were way out of our control. Now the media is shoving so much stuff into us that now you can see why there's so many depressed young kids and why there's so much medication getting doled out to youngsters, man. I'm not even just talking about the benzos and the crazy stuff. It's crazy, man. I feel for them. And back to the Haiti, the Myanmar situation, the Ukraine, it's crazy because people always protest and say, let's do this. And don't get me wrong, I know that there's some people that still care and worry and pray or do whatever they can as activists to help out those countries. But as a country itself and as the news itself, oh man, it's all a game, man. Oh yeah, let's go help that people. There's always an agenda, right? We're all smart enough now as we got older, right, to know this because of all the information that's out there now, right? Like, let's free Palestine. Now it's Palestine and Israel for a second. What's gonna be next? And then we forget about them, push them under the rug. That's how it's always been, man. And it's also understandable. I'm not hating on it because, to be honest, as humans, dude, if we don't do that, we'll explode, man. One of the biggest problems I have is overthinking and keeping things like someone could say something hurtful for me 2 years ago, and I would think about it for 2 years, every so often in the bed. That's kind of how it is, man, with people in America. I can only attest for where I live, right? And me. It's crazy. We just slip things under the rug. But what I'm saying is, you can't always think about it, right? Or you'll lose your mind. But then we always seems to be, there's always something else happening. And like I said, I'm a Christian. You don't have to be. But my homeboy in this town, he's all about politics. He said Trump has to win, and Trump did win. Congrats, man. I don't hate Trump. I'm glad. All right. But the thing is, me being a Christian, one thing I do know is the Bible says in Revelation, it says, in the end days, there will be rumors of war. And things will happen. Talking about floods, tsunamis, these things, earthquakes will happen. And they'll be more violent than they ever have been. And what have you been hearing in the news since after COVID mostly? In the last 100 years, this is the worst earthquake, the worst tsunami, the worst this, the worst that. Like, just boom, 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 man. And the Bible also says in the end times, it's gonna be like a woman giving birth to a child, labor pains. contractions. It's almost like that right now, right? Dude, we can't even get over one thing. Like, it used to be in the past, yeah, we go to war with somebody and then we get some breathing room to relax, right? Have we had a time, think about it, to breathe a second? Even as we live in America, we're safe, right? Other than 9/11, we've been pretty safe, right? The only thing we have problems is our own country stuff, like school shootings and stuff like that, which I will not get into. Like I said, I'm just more into the people's mindset, trying to hopefully help out the mindset, the negative spirits in the air, man, the depression, the ideas of this, like to kill that off, man. It's vicious right now, man. There's so many bad things happening all around the world. I can understand young people feel like they're so like twisted and they don't even have time to breathe right now and to think about it as a human. There's other things than just things on the bigger picture that happen in our own personal lives, right? People die next to us. Your family member are addicts, such as me. Something bad happens to a family member has cancer. There's, even in our own personal lives, bad things happen. Oh my. And then to include the whole world's problem, because we have this thing called a phone and the internet. I can only imagine the constriction it feels in your chest and in the throats of young people and old, and all of us right now. There's so much fear. The Bible makes it pretty clear. Fear nothing. The only thing to fear is have the fear of the Lord. Because God is the only one in control. And that's what I believe in. Like I said, that's an opinion, right? That's an opinion I believe, though. And I believe that God's coming soon. And these things are happening. And I have to deal out with my own stuff, like my addiction issue, my anger issues, my things. Like, it's harder enough for me to deal with me. A lot of people seems to want to deal with stuff on the outside, like my other friend, like the politics side of things. Like, even with Trump president this year, maybe things will be good, but I doubt it. I'm just saying, I'm not no hate on Trump. I'm just saying things will still be bad, regardless. Bad things are happening. This is just what's in the Word of my Bible. And it's not all doom and gloom. It's coming for a reason, for Jesus to come back for us. But during those times, there'll be a lot of people, even in these times, that you guys feel alone and you feel like you're losing your mind. Like, even in Korea, for you Koreans out there, like, man, I'll be praying for y'all my people. Please, just try it once. Just get on your knees. Get on your knees, pray. I don't care if you don't believe. I didn't believe nothing back then. I was a junkie, dog. Shooting up dope, going to church, didn't believe in nothing. You know who I believed in? Myself. Because I thought I was smart. And as I got older, now I'm 34. It's funny, the pastor said it today. He says, as I get older, I feel like I know more, I know less than I have before. Which is very true to me. As I get older, I feel like I know less and less, man. And it's wild. And as you know less and less, more fear comes in, right? Because humans, we want control. Well, sorry to tell you, if you want to be a Christian, you got to give up control. But I'm telling you, I've seen it in many Christians. And I've seen it even in my life in the times when I finally give up the stresses and cares about this life. Like, I'm not talking about it in a weird suicidal way. I'm talking about in a just giving up that stress. Don't think about it. Just let it be. And focus on you and how you can make your life better. How you can improve your mental health. That'll do much better than trying to be Superman of the world. And stressing about things that you cannot change yourself. I believe the only person that can change things is Jesus, but that's my opinion. It doesn't have to be yours. Now for you, just concentrate. Those that don't believe in Jesus, concentrate on your own mental health, man. Because things are rough out there, man. But if you ever feel a need, don't be afraid. If you don't believe them, why don't you take that risk? Get on your knees and see if this God that I say I believe in is real. Give it a shot. You got nothing to lose, right? Only thing you got to lose is the embarrassment of getting on your knees, right? Anyways, Choke Pie is out on that one. That'll be my last video.